Hello there, Internet. Mogwai here, and I got another video for you guys today. Today is one of those days. It's Sunday, and I don't know about you, but on Sundays I have a slightly different mood. I'm a bit beat up from the weekend stuff, and instead of feeling like building intricate decks with complex synergies and, degenerate combos, I just feel like playing big dudes on curve and smacking the shit out of my opponents. So if you are in the same mood, I got just a deck list for you. We got thick. A Golgari, even though technically mono green Stompy deck. This is not an archetype that I have created myself, nor it is a deck list that I have designed myself. This is a pretty established deck, not really showcased off in the metagame listings and stuff as much, but I have run into this bad boy quite a bit, so I felt like stomping opponents too myself. So here it is. We have 4 Lenovar Elves, 4 Pelt Collectors, 4 Krell Harpooners, 4 Thorn Lieutenants, 3 Assassin's Trophy, which is the only Golgari component of this deck, which gives us key removal to push for the win in certain matchups, 4 Jadelight Rangers, 4 Steel Fleet Champions, 4 Nullhide Ferox, 2 Vivian Raids, and 3 Galta Primal Hunger. So this is a pretty straightforward deck. Our dudes are pretty big. Our plays on curve are quite above average. We play a 1-drop that's very strong. We play a 2-drop that's very strong. We play a 3-drop that's even stronger. We play a 4-drop that's a 6/6 and has X-proof because Wizards of the Coast. And we win with a big boy dino right here. It's a pretty fun deck to play if you just want to shut your brain off for a little bit and just play big dudes. As simple as that. It's pretty efficient in the best of one environment, as it is a deck list that can be more vulnerable to sideboard, but in best of one ranked, this sort of deck is pretty effective at just overwhelming your opponent. And if you get the right curve, you're pretty much unstoppable. So without further ado, let's get on to some games and let's fucking stomp some people because I'm angry. I guess. Let's go. Alright, here we go. Drakopolo is our first opponent. Repping Con right there as we have triple. Baby, a triple Steve Leo Champion. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a little bit clunky though. Like, believe it or not, 3 of these with no, initial plays before that is not the greatest, especially when going second. But we are still gonna keep this because it's a hand that looks like it's going to curve out, and all we need is to draw into a land of our elves because I am that good at the game. And just have a turn 2 Still Leaf Champion. Easy. Easy peasy. God damn. Obviously, a cast down could be our making here. Our making. English. I'm going to attack with these 2. Alright. Then just drop another one. Because that is what this deck do. Okay. Cool story, bro. I could go primal. Okay, so if I play this. Okay, so we have a total of 11, right? So this already costs 2. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. There you go. We're good at the game. I was at the bottom of the barrel of Mythic rank. But come on now, I'm playing all sort of weird decks, like I dropped my rank quite a bit. I already made it to Mythic, like I don't give a shit about my rank, right? But in case anybody's wondering, where are you in the Mythic ranks? Well, I play all sorts of weird shit, so I'm like bronze level Mythic. Okay. I like seeing a Pelt Collector at the beginning of my opening hand. The problem is I don't like seeing Nullhide Ferox and Vivian Raid in the same hand. But we can work around it. Because Nullhide Ferox prevents me from casting non-creature spells. I need to pay 2 mana to deny this effect, as we may be facing mono white. Like, people make it to Mythic rank and they still play this shit. It boggles my mind. I guess they want to rank up to Mythic. They want to, like, feel special. But this is crazy to me. It's kind of crazy to me. I could have traded with this, but I want to preserve my pellet collector. It's kind of an investment here. We are going to play J-Light Ranger. Alright, so he's got 7 creatures on the board. Can send that to the graveyard. And that too. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. Oh, he may trigger these. That would be a problem. Does he have a 1 mana play? Because that would really suck. Because that would proc these Numpor sentries, and that would be a perfect way for him to curve out here. Alright. So it seems our opponent just curves out perfectly. And despite us having like this is crazy how he curved out with like these 2 Stump Art Sentries and getting like City's Blessing exactly. Like, this is the sort of scenario in which, yeah, we just like automatic. I don't know what he is. Like that's crazy. Like, what just happened is crazy. We're down to 98%. We're 98% win rate confirmed. That kind of curve. I mean, if you look at my past game, that was kind of ridiculous as well, right? But it feels like best of 1 ranked. It's kind of it's a mix of this stuff, you know. Like, oh my god, that was insane. Like his hand like played out perfectly. Like he got exactly City's Blessing and the Swarm, which is crazy. Like, if 1 card in that lineup is wrong, then it just doesn't work out for him. It's kind of nutty. All right, let's keep it like this. Because we have a turn 1 land of our elves, and that's all that matters. I mean, sometimes mono white happens, right? But it's just nutty. If you think about how that curve played out for him, it's kind of bonkers. All right, let's see that with the land of our elves. To have 3 mana available to us next turn in case we top deck something like a Steel Leaf, but we don't, so we're just gonna attack with this and play our Pellet Collector. You know, whenever an other creature I control enters the battlefield or dies, if it has more power than Pellet Collector, it gains +1/+1. So it seems we're facing Esper control. And we are going to play this before attacking because it will proc the Pellet Collector right here. And if we top deck a land, we will be able to play Vivian Raid 1 turn earlier. And unless our opponent has a negate, he will not be able to counter this. But that is not the case, though we do have the ability to play this. Which stops us from playing Vivian Raid, but the amount of board presence that it gives us is pretty insane. And it buffs up the Pellet Collector, which is why I play it first. As now, I mean, I deal the same damage that I would have dealt if I would have not played this, but obviously, like, I want to play a 6/6 on the board, right? Nullhide bypasses the threat of Ritual of Suit because it is a 4-drop unit. And we're just going to try to overwhelm our opponent this way. Right now, we are threatening a total of 12 damage to the face next turn if he does not develop anything. So we have lethal on board, which means he has to do something to answer this. And if he does not have the answer in his hand, then this is just a very quick win. But I would assume he has something, right? It can't be a Settle the Wreckage because it requires 2 sources of white mana, so I don't have to worry about that, which means I can attack with everything. And that's best of 1 Magic the Gathering, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful thing. Let's go for another one. This deck is fun, though. It's fun. Sometimes you want some quick, stompy games, like I said, and It's fun to play. Then you face a mono white who does what you're doing, but faster, quicker, and more efficiently, and it makes you a little bit angry. But you know, that's life. All right, let's see. We're gonna keep this because we have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. So. Alright, so it seems we're facing some sort of dinosaur deck. Pelt Collector, you would have arrived one turn earlier. That would have been so nice. Let's play the, I want to play the Crawl Harpooner. Because if my opponent plays a dinosaur, this thing gets 3 health, which means I can trade with it with a 3-attack unit here. And then next turn, I'm going to try to play the Pelt Collector alongside the Thorn Lieutenant and build him up there. Yikes. I'm going to play Pelt Collector here. Thorn Lieutenant. And we're going to try to swarm him a little bit. And perhaps overwhelm him by drawing into Primal Hunger. Oh my god. That just happened. That just happened, ladies and gentlemen. We got Fiery Cannonade, and I cry every time. Every damn time. I'm gonna play the Nullhide Ferox. And I'm gonna attack with this, just to try to get some damage on him. But to say that was devastating is an understatement here. If he curves out into even bigger dinos, we are in trouble. Because we do not have our own Primal Hunger here. And I think this sort of matchup comes down to that. Yikes.
How that you can't stop nature.
Yep. This is looking like an L. It's looking like a big L. God damn, that Fiery Cannonade just completely ruined my plans. So we can't attack with this and this because you'll just block with these two, and I'll trade with the Ripjaw Raptor, which is not good. Because unfortunately now, we are at a stalemate, but he has a Vivian Raid. And that just means that he kind of wins the game. Because all he needs to do is, first of all, this gives us endless value. And once he reaches 8, then he can just go -8.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
And we're going to lose to a dinosaur deck. There it is. Okay. It's safe to assume we lost this one. You know, you got to know when the game is over. And that game was over right there. Alright, back to 99%. Okay, let's go for another one. Look at this, I'm only 11 minutes in and I've already had all these games. Alright, well let's try to get a win streak from this point onwards. Let's try to do that, shall we? Okay, we're gonna keep this hand. Because we have a Thorn Lieutenant into Steel Leaf Champion going first. That's pretty good. This may be mono red, it is. Thorn Lieutenant is very good against mono red because of his ability that whenever he's targeted, I create a 1/1 token. So if my opponent wants to throw a lightning strike at him, then he's going to lose value on it because I'll get a 1/1 out of it, and I'll be able to trade, for example, with Fanatical Firebrand with that 1/1, right? So he also has 3 health, which means that early on in the game it's a great blocker for mono red, so it's a great way to just slow him the F down. I'm gonna go with a Steel Leaf Champion. I'm gonna attack with the Thorn Lieutenant here. I'm gonna be the aggressor against mono red because I don't think he's gonna block me here. And I have a 5/4, which means that 4 health is very impactful against mono red because that means that it is out of lightning strike range. So unless he has lava coil, this unit requires 2 sources of damage to be eliminated. So with Fanatical Firebrand, he can definitely do that. He can just you know, lightning strike this and sacrifice that, but that is 2 cards that he's traded for that. Or he could be playing Fight with Fire in mono red, which is a little bit strange to me. But he's playing it. He is certainly playing it. We're going to play the J-Light Ranger here. Now that this thing is tapped, I can play this without having a target with... I'm going to send you to the graveyard. I mean, I want to curve out, right? So, yeah, there we go. I guess at this stage... I'd rather make sure that I preserve my board because I have Primal Hunger at this point, right? So I'm just gonna try to defend. Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe. Alright. As long, like, the thing about mono red is that they can't handle this thing. Like, the moment I play this is the moment, you know, he loses. So I'm just gonna build my 2-drops here. And by doing this, I'm stacking up my attack stat, right? Which means right now I have a total of 6, 8, 10. Which means that Primal Hunger is worth 2 mana. Which means that I'll be able to play it next turn. For just 2 mana, and I will be able to overwhelm him. So I'm just going to keep these guys here. Create a wall. I mean, I could have attacked there, but I need to make sure that I can play Primal Hunger next turn. Because he may utilize one of his cards to kill one of my dudes, right? So I need to do as much as I can to ensure that this 12/12 behemoth will reach the board next turn and will just, like I said, completely overwhelm him. As it has trample and too many stats. And like I said, red deals with things by dealing damage. So pure stats, in a way, defeats red. He's going to attack with these two. Interesting. Interesting. I'd rather him not attack because, like I said, I want to enable this. Okay. Alright, so now we get to play the Pelt Collector first. And then we get to Primal Hunger. And that's when, you know, shit is going to hit the fan. There we go, big boy Dino! And this stalemate. He could proc the Firebrand to kill the Pelt Collector, but he chooses not to. And now, I mean, we're sitting at 17 health, and we got, you know, we got all the size in the world, you know. My dudes are bigger than yours. Alright, Goblin Chain Whirler. That's just so fine. So fine. Gutter Snipe here is just like chilling with his staff, and he's a bit bored. You know, poor guy, like. He's like, why the fuck are you keep playing creatures? Let me spark my opponent. There you go. All right, so his best chance is to like one-shot me at this stage. He's choosing what to trade the Firebrand with. I think this is where he needs to proc it because you know the little monkey trick of blocking and then procking him does not work with the trample unit. So yeah, that's a good play right there. He may opt to just attack here. But he doesn't. Or does he? We'll just let our big boy Dino eat that goblin. There you go. Graveyard. There we go. That's what I was searching for. We can play this now. We can Assassin's Trophy the Gutter Snipe, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the Gutter Snipe is the only thing that can really get out of hand here. So we are going to, we're going to kill it. And I'm going to hit him for 12. Basically, all I need to do now is survive this turn. As long as I survive this turn, next turn we got him. That's Primal Hunger just puts an end to this nonsense. And I don't know about you, but it feels good. It feels good to just stomp down on some mono red. There's few things in life. Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of things that bring me pleasure. I'm actually very easy to pleasure, but I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I like stomping a mono red, basically. Speaking of mono red, we got a risk factor. Can I give me some comments in the section down below? Some comments in the comment section down below for some mono red hype for my YouTube channel. Kappa, as the Twitch boys say. Okay, E-Man to the rescue. I encountered the oddest names here, but I have a turn 1 Land of our Elves and a turn 2 Steel Leaf Champion because of that, so I am going to keep this hand. Because hopefully, just hopefully this thing will live, but looking at that, he's got a shock in hand, and he is 110% going to shock this, or not. Or not, okay. That's fine by me. Because I sure do love my turn 2 Steel Leaf Champions. And I'm also a fan of turn 3 Steel Leaf Champions as well. Why not? Alright. Okay. So we are going to attack. And we are going to play another one. And there's our boy. There is our boy. Just in time. I mean, let's see if we get the forfeit. Because like I said, mono red against a 12-12, they don't handle that too well. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Let's get that Thorn Lieutenant in there. I could attack with these two, but he could probably like damage one of these and then trade with it. So we're just gonna chill here. God, I love just overwhelming the shit out of this stupid ass deck with my own stupid ass deck. It's fantastic. It's actually fantastic. What are you gonna do, bruh? Exactly. Out of here. All right. Man, I could just keep running into mono reds all day. My thing is falling. There we go. And we get a Beneless Marshal right after I made my climb to Mythic with the Boros Weenies. No, thank you. All right. Let's go for another one. Okay. Levince. The hand is a little bit heavy on lands. Did I say the land? The hand. But again, turn 1 Land of our Elves just makes me, you know, want to do this anyways. Okay, this is pretty good because we get to play the Pelt Collector here. And then curve out into Thorn Lieutenant. Buffing him up to 2-2 here. Which gives us quite a bit of pressure early on, because next turn we can play the Nullhide Ferox. Thanks to Land of our Elves again, and that means we can get this up to 3. We hit him for 5, and we have a huge board presence. Obviously, Deafening Clarion would enable him to wipe out most of that board. But he has to have it in hand, right? So let's try. Does he have a Essence Scatter? Syncopate, shit. Well, him having a counter spell right there for 2 mana may cost us this game if he has a Deafening Clarion. Well, he can't play it now at least. But we still lose if he has a Deafening Clarion in hand. Oh man, he really thought about that for a second. Okay. We're gonna play you. I mean, we get him down to 10, but again, a Deafening Clarion here, quite devastating. I cry every single time. Assassin's Trophy. Not really what we need at this stage. We need him to not have, you know, I don't know, a cleansing Nova or something. Like, we still have lethal right now, but cleansing Nova does shatter our dreams here. Settle the Records does as well. Seal Away slows us down and probably does stop us here too. Okay. Does he have Seal Away? I mean, just in case I'm going to play the Pelt Collector first, because if for some reason he has something that can kill this, I mean, I have to attack. He has a Seal Away. Okay. We're going to keep that that land in our hand just to play a little bit of mind games here. Okay, Revitalize. He still can't proc search for Scanta. Like, he's literally top decking at this point, but oh boy, I don't like the fact that the Teferi saves him here. Okay. So now drawing into Assassin's Trophy would actually win us the game. But we're just not that good. This does, like, we still threaten lethal with the Pelt Collector here, but drawing lands is not what we need. Oh man, an Assassin's Trophy would have won us the game right there. Oh, this is so devastating. We're so close, yet so far. I don't think we can do it at this point. We almost did it, but that Deafening Clarion really gave it to us. And the counter on the, yeah, it was mainly that. Oh boy. Yep. And, I mean, sending this, but like I needed what did I draw instead? Maybe sending the Assassin's Trophy was a mistake. Cause in two instances it would have won me the game. Oh well, I cried for 10. I think the key moment of that game was the Syncopate. The Syncopate onto the Nullhide is what really hindered our momentum, and I think it was a good call by him because he was thinking about going for search for a Scanta that turn, but he opted to keep the counter spell open. That Syncopate legit like saved him, because an extra 6/6 on the board would have just applied too much pressure. It was a close game, but maybe not keeping my Assassin's Trophy in hand was the big mistake here. Slow hand, but good curve, so we'll keep it. Lead off with the Overgrown Tomb because we have no turn 1 play regardless. Alright, so this seems to be a more control focused list. It's a little bit concerning because that means they can answer my Primal Hunger, and you know, I like playing mono reds because they don't tend to be able to answer. Yeah, Jeskai. Jeskai again, and a bit of a slow start for us here. But I mean, we have triple, like not 1, not 2, but 3 Nullhide Ferox, so maybe that goes a long way. Maybe that just overwhelms the hell out of him. Let's send that to the graveyard. We don't need that at this stage, and that too. Revitalize? No. Alright. He's gonna proc the treasure map next turn, and we have not been able to apply enough pressure. We are going to attack though. He kept that at the top, right? Or was I mistaken? We're gonna try to play Nullhide Ferox. He may have a counterspell here. Citizen Sabotage could happen, or Syncopate. Yeah, whatever he has on top of his deck, he wants to draw it. Not sure what it is, but I mean, Jeskai is just a tough matchup in general. Okay, definitely Clarion. That's fine. He can still counterspell us if he wants to, but we can play the Pelt Collector. The cool thing about the Nullhide Ferox is he has so much health that he needs like 2 Deafening Clarions to deal with it through damage, right? He could have Cleansing Nova, like there's things that he has to remove, and obviously him having treasures enabled him to bypass, because the 2-mana ability can be procced by both. Oh my god. Yep. Well, that is... To say that's tough is a bit of an understatement. Well, we need to try to overwhelm the hell out of him. This is our last chance. This is our last, I don't know what the expression is, hurrah? I'm pretty sure it's not that. But my English doesn't quite reach that point. This is our last opportunity. This is our mother spaghetti right here. We need to just kill him with our board, because otherwise Nev will overtake it. I mean, we have a lot of stats here. Like, he needs like removal, like Cleansing Nova, and he can take down Primal Hunger, and he also needs okay. If he plays another Deafening Clarion, he will kill his own Niv here. Like, another Clarion is not the answer, because he'll kill his own dragon, and then my Primal Hunger will just destroy him. He also does not have the mana to have a Seal Away on top of that. So I guess he's using that just to draw a card as well. Okay. You're running out of mana, though. That can't be... You're dead. Math! Okay. He had the Seal Away, but he didn't have the mana. So, like, if he had another... yeah, there was no way out of that one. Easy! Not bad! Sometimes, you know, they play Niv and they untap, but you got a shitload of huge dudes and you just beat them. That's fantastic. Damn, I can't believe I won that one. Alright, that's pretty good. We got revenge on Jeskai. Alright, Uleet is our opponent, and indeed. I mean, we have J-Light Ranger on curve, and we're not gonna get mana screwed. I think we keep this hand. It's not the greatest, it's a bit slow, but it could be worse. I'm gonna keep it. Alright, mono blue tempo. Fortunately, we have a Kral Harpooner, so we can actually fight this. This is where this 2-drop shines. In this matchup right here. So we're gonna drop this. We're gonna play Kral Harpooner, and we're gonna fight that 1/1. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna bitch. Nice. We actually got this guy to shine. No Curious Obsession as of now, and he just drew that that island right there. So that's pretty good for us. We are going to drop a forest right here. We could Assassin's Trophy, but we don't really want to do that. We're gonna attack with Kral Harpooner first. Gonna get that damage in there, and then we're gonna play the J-Light Ranger. Because J-Light Ranger will enable us to run through our deck better. I mean, right now 6. Yeah, we sent some graveyard. Because the odds of him being able to counterspell us are pretty big, and we'd rather be more solid about things. If he plays the Jin, we will Assassin's Trophy that. Okay. Well, we can do that too. We can smart too, buddy. Interesting. He taps my land of our elves. He could have a counter spell here, but we're gonna try to do this. All right. We don't mind. Like, Big Boy Dino is the mono killer, apparently. Not bad. Stomping on them fools. And that's going to be the video for today. You know, we've been at it for quite a bit, actually. 37 minutes. We've had quite a few games, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did for some classic mono green stompy action, even though we're technically Golgari. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like playing a little bit simply today. I guess we did climb quite a bit, so that's that. And yeah, I think we have some good games in there. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Have a whole day, and I'll see you guys with another video tomorrow.